Hey my friends.
Hi, Dad.
So welcome back to our house. Hopefully you can hear me okay. We're just kind of live and doing this. Today we are working on habit installation. So we're inviting you into our little family meeting as we talk about some fun stuff. So guys, inside this box is a surprise I think you're going to like.
Everyone guess. What do you think it is?
Another box and tissue papers and bubble wrap.
That's a pretty good
Tissues,
guess.
bubble wrap.
I think it's toilet paper because look.
The Amazon sticker says toilet paper.
I'm gonna say things to
It does.
things to put in our jars and the boards.
You don't get to guess.
Okay,
Okay, all right.
Do you think
Yeah.
I should scooch the camera closer?
If you scooch it closer, you're going to cut people out of it. So you can if you want.
I'm gonna scooch the camera
All right.
closer.
Okay, guys,
See,
here's the deal.
I win.
Okay,
That's
it's
another
another box.
box.
Yay!
I
Lydia wins. So it's another box.
There we go.
It
All
looks
right.
like a little trick, like
It's a box within a box within a box.
Okay, I'll take this box out from under.
Okay, can
Is
you?
it heavy?
This is. Okay, take that box out. Move it.
Oh, yeah.
Move it back. There you go.
I
Need
know.
some to owe this one. All right. So in this one, we've got.
Tissue paper and bubble wrap.
Could be
Styrofoam!
styrofoam, no bubble wrap.
Oh my gracious. That's
Look at
That's a
this.
tiny box.
Little mini jars.
They're cute.
Isn't that cool? So each one of you guys are going to have 2 jars. You can get your 2.
What are we doing with all the
Here's
others?
your 2. Well,
The others we sell on eBay.
obviously we're canning.
Now I can
And look, this box of jars comes with twine and little tags we can put on it, which is fun.
So there will be gifts given away in the future. Twine and tags.
Merry Christmas. Anyway, so
I can catch butterflies.
so just FYI, on Amazon, it's less expensive to buy this with all these than it is to get just 4 or 5 of them. So we got a lot of jars.
Oh, you get 2 too. You get 2.
Okay, yeah, I got my 2. Okay, we'll come back to
I
the
got a
little.
2 too.
We'll come back to the tags. All right, hang on. And now we've got this. We'll get to the bottom of this in a minute, guys, for you guys who are watching. So for Lydia,
Marbles.
we have marbles for your jar. We'll talk about in a second. Anna, really cool wooden buttons. Malachi, little tools.
Yay! Oh, those are
Is that not cool?
Oh, it is cool.
Yeah. I found little teeny tool charms.
Okay, guys, take out a couple and
And
I'll
look
show
at
it
this.
on the camera.
For me and mommy, this is
Oh, I
really
didn't
cool
like that one.
too. No, you don't.
Here's that. Hey.
Okay. Here's Malachi's. Like,
They have positive affirmation charms and crosses. Look at that. So it's all kinds. Live your dream.
oh my gracious, that's so cute. So there's
Do what you
Malachi's
love,
tiny
love what
tools.
you do. Look at that.
Oh, don't put them in yet.
Hold on.
Rich with teddy tools.
No.
Here's Anna's wooden buttons. She's collected buttons
Not this one.
forever. And then here
What's the
is
whistle for?
It just comes with it.
Lydia's marbles. And then
Yeah. Charms. Positive affirmations.
these are
What's yours?
Positive affirmations for me and mommy. Both of us get half.
positive affirmation charms.
Except for the one that says I kill zombies. I haven't figured that out.
Is
Wait.
it?
Yeah, there's one in there that says I kill zombies. I'm like, you know, there's I love Jesus and
Oh.
I kill zombies, whatever.
Keep calm and kill zombies.
There it is.
It's real.
Yep, I'm not making it up.
Kill somebody.
That's the only one that will not be in our jar.
Follow your
Kill somebody.
heart.
Since Malcolm has animal, we can put him in the dollhouse.
Oh my gracious.
No, they're for his.
Okay. So, what are we going to do with all these
Okay.
tokens?
So now, here's the habit installation. So let's talk about this. The way we do this is, and this is something we coach in all the time. So mommy and poppy coach habits. Stop what you're doing and pause. Put them down.
Hold your hands.
Because it's loud. Okay? So we work on habit installation. Alright? So what are some habits that we want to start doing in our house? For me, There's a specific series of things I want to do for work every morning, and it takes me about 1 hour if I do it really well. If I will spend my time on it and focus on it, I get it done 1 hour. If I don't, it takes me 5-6 hours, or it's all day long, or whatever. So for me, it's that. What's yours, Lord?
Malachi, what is the habit we're working on with you?
No, so you're skipping yours.
I was reading these.
So Malachi, what's your habit that you're working on?
My habit is just
Sorry, the fridge decided to fill up the ice dispenser, so it's loud. Go ahead, buddy.
no saying your
No being aggressive and hitting and fighting and fussing or whatever, right?
We're working on reactions. We're
Yeah,
going
how
to
do you-
react well.
Positive reactions, good stuff. Lydia, what are you working on? What's your habit installation?
Can we skip mine like
No,
we did?
no. What's your habit?
turn.
Okay, I'll
What's-
say mine.
What's your habit? Go ahead.
So mine is a couple things. I'm working on this exercise that I have committed to do, and so I'm doing it daily. And then another thing I'm doing for the rest of the month is I'm writing down everything I eat. And I'm a health coach, and it's easy to slip out of that, but man, what a difference it makes when you write it down. So I'm being intentional, and so there's a few things like that.
So you're working on your healthy habits,
Yeah.
and really you want to ideally work on one thing. So it's one thing at a time, not 20 things. We always say this: if we can get 1% better every day at something, we don't have to be 100% better in a day. It's impossible to be 100% better in one day. But if we're 1% better every day for a year, how many percent better are we over the entire year?
365% better.
365% better. Sorry guys, now the dog's pacing around the camera. Okay,
Lydia, what's
so
yours?
it's better to do it that way. Lydia, what's your habit you're installing?
Keeping my room clean.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, that's a thing.
It's a big
So-
deal.
Keeping your room clean, and it's not really clean, it's tidy.
Tidy.
So the word is tidy. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're not working on perfection. We're just working on a habit of it being better. So you're working on your room being tidy. What are you working on, Anna?
I'm working on school and chores.
School and chores. So she has a checklist of actual school processes and chores, and she's installing it. When Anna completes her little task list, she in one day has completed her habit. Now what we want to do is we want to do the habits for a total of 66 days without breaking the habit. Now, it's okay to miss one day. It's okay to miss up to 2 days, but you can't miss more than 2 days when you're doing a habit for it to fully get invested in you. Now, here's the thing. If you do a habit for 66 days, if you do a change for 66 days, and you only miss less than 2 days between it, you start back every time you miss a day and go on, eventually, after about 66 times, it gets to be normal, and it's easier to do the habit than not do it. So here's the deal. When it's hard to tidy your room, if you make it a habit, it gets where it's not hard anymore. What if you woke up in the morning and you just tidied your room because it felt good to have it tidy?
It does feel good to have it tidy.
There it is. You're starting to feel it. So here's the thing to learn. When you're installing a habit and you feel how it does, it feels better to do the habit than not do the habit. Now for a habit to do that, you got to, number one, choose something that's easy. It's got to be easy, it's got to be fun, and it's got to have a reward. So we've chosen things that it's easy to do. You can do your little task list, you can tidy your room, you can be positive responses, good reactions all day long. It's easy. So let's make it fun and rewarding. So we've got a cue, a response, and a reward. The cue is for Lydia, I wake up, I tidy room. I feel a little bit angry, I respond positive. That's the cue. You've got a cue, then you've got your response, and then we got a reward. Well, the reward has to be something fun, and so we took this and made it fun. So here's the way this is going to work, and this is a way to do habit installation. So I've got 2 jars. In one jar, I'm going to have the tag on. Both of these will have tags on each one. One will say, my habits, and one will say completed or something, or nailed it. Yeah, something fun like nailed it on the tag. Booyah! And so here's the thing. For 1 month for me. Now we've said for you guys, for each one of you, we're monitoring how many days out of a month?
16.
16 days out of a month. Why did we choose 16 days out of a month?
Because you're going to give us grace for days that we don't do it.
Well, you're not going to do school on weekends, right?
True.
So
and
you've
even
got
it start at the beginning of the month.
right. No, well, I mean, it's always 16 days in the month for them because we've counted out weekends. So here's the thing. On a weekend, you're not doing school, so you're not doing your task list. For 2 days, what happens?
I have space to.
You have space because we can do it. We can be off a habit for 2 days, but no more. We got to get right back to it as soon as we can, right?
I'm actually not allowed to keep my room messy on the weekends because I'm not allowed to do electronics. We are not allowed to do electronics without our room clean.
So
So
bonus.
perfect for me.
Well, no, but it's even easier for you because you know on weekends you're going to get it done because you want to play with your tablet.
Oh, yeah.
So guess what? There's 2, 4, 6 days out of 16 you're definitely going to do. Yay, you only got 10 more times. So here's the deal. We're going to put 16 of these in the jar. For Mommy and I, we're going to do a little bit more. Like for Mommy, she would want to put 31. Sorry,
February has 29 days.
whatever. But I'm saying, so for me, the only day I won't be doing my work will be on Sunday, right? So I need to put, let's just say that this is, I'll say 31 minus 4. So let's say that's like 27, 28 of those. I'm pretending, right? For you, it's okay. They're class, okay? So put 16 in there. Can you put 16 in your jar? You got 16 in there? Great.
2.
Perfect.
And for instance, I finished the 2 days of the sword.
5.
Right. So let's talk about what we're doing now. We'll let Lydia finish up counting to 16, and then I'll show you how it works. This part's so simple, but then we're gonna layer in one more thing, which is the reward. Cool.
I have one more.
For you guys online, this is how we do it. We hang out around the dinner table
16. Oh,
and we do these conversations. And this is also where we do our devotions, and we spend a lot of time just talking about faith here. Okay. So now let's talk about how it works, and then we're gonna talk about the reward. So every day you keep your list. What happens?
I get to put a
You
button.
take one of these, one of your things in your one jar. For me, it's gonna be this. I'm gonna be like, oh, look, never, never, never give up. Boom! I put one in.
And I'm gonna put in
Yep.
my pink one with red dot.
Okay, so let's say out of 29 days in this February, 29 days in this February, you've got all of them into your other jar. What happens when you keep your habit for your agreed amount of time?
You get a prize.
You get a prize.
Is that all the marbles
So-
that are in here?
No. Yeah, all the marbles, the 16, when you get all 16 over into this jar, and you've done it for 16 times in 30 days or whatever, you get a reward. Isn't that fun? You get a pull out of the prize bucket. Now, how cool is our prize bucket?
Really cool.
Right?
You guys are gonna need to be
Right?
filling up the prize bucket because keeping my room clean is pretty easy.
Right. So now for me, for my habit, I want to just talk about it one more time so we bring it home. Ready? For me, for my habit, there's a certain task list I have to do every day. It's called doing the work for my work. And so I have an alarm on my phone that tells me when to start. It literally goes off at 8:05 in the morning, and I start that 1 hour. And when that 1 hour's done, and I move something over, and I finish it, and I complete my habit, I get to put one thing in here. When I get all of them in here, I'm going to reward myself. Here's how it works. Cue, routine, reward.
what's the
My
other one?
my cue is my alarm goes off.
Yeah.
My routine is my habit task list. For you, it's tidy your room. For you, it's watch your reaction. For you, it's school, your task list, right? You got this. And then once you get them over and you kept it, what's the reward? A pull from the prize bucket.
What do you get though?
For me, I don't know. I haven't thought to my reward, but I have to have one.
An
I
extra
actually
statement?
really have to have one.
You could say a new app on your phone, like a new game.
That's not my favorite thing. It'd
That-
probably be non-technology for me.
Uh-huh.
Non-technology. So it'll probably be something like I might go for a special coffee or something and get some quiet time reading a book or something. Maybe I'll get a book I like or something.
Maybe coffee.
Right?
Go get the Turkish
What?
coffee.
Oh, Turkish coffee. It's so good. How about for you, Laura? What would your reward be?
I don't know. Maybe a pedicure.
So now here's the last thing. How hard is it to keep your habit?
Not hard.
It's not hard. Do you think that you can do this for 16 times in a month?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you think you're most likely always going to get a reward?
Yeah. No.
Why not?
Always.
Why not? Why don't you think you'll get a reward every month? Do you think it's impossible to keep this? Can you do this? Is it easy?
Yes.
So if you're only doing it half the days in a month, can you get the reward?
Yes.
Every month. It's
I
easy.
think she's saying in life you don't always get a reward.
Well, what we're doing is we're taking something that used to be very hard, we're making it very easy, we're causing there to be a cue, an easy routine, and a reward. And what's going to happen is, guys, when you're done with 66 days, 66 times, you're going to turn around and say, wow, this was easy, I love it. Does that make
I just
sense?
realized I've been
Yes.
saying
What
the back of
about
your head.
summer for Anna?
Well, we can practice different habits.
How many days is it till summer?
I don't want to know yet.
It's not 66. I mean, it's more than 66. So she'll install the habit before we get there. So you know what's going to happen? She's going to wake up in the summer and have other habits she's going to want to do.
Yeah.
And you're going to know what's installed because you're going to wake up and be like, man, I need to do my task list. And it's not going to be school. Isn't that
I
cool?
think I have the next one for me.
What's the next one for you?
Ever since we moved it, like we've been with our neighbors, it's hard for me to play outside. So I think the next one should be at least 1 hour outside by myself, like without the neighbors, so I can just like get that back for me.
Okay. I love
You
it.
like solitude outside.
Solitude works.
Like I need to get the fun back for me.
Is that a good habit? Okay.
Love it.
Maybe
All right. Any
solitude.
other questions or comments or thought before we stop the video?
I love you guys.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being with us.
Wait.
Cue, routine, reward. Pick something that makes it easy and reward yourself so it makes it fun. Make it so it's doable even on your hardest days. And you will install a habit after 66 times doing it. Don't miss more than 2 days back to back and get back to your habit. Yeah, Malachi.
So, do you hear what I'm doing with this?
Yeah.
So each day, when I do something right, like watch my reaction,
Yeah.
when I do that, I just put one in, but when I don't watch it, I just take one out.
No, you'll leave it. You'll leave it in there.
I have a question.
You'll
All right?
You'll
You'll
learn.
see.
You'll
We'll
learn.
teach it.
I have
Yeah.
another question.
Yes, real quick.
What happens if I run out of marbles before 66 days?
Guess what? You will run out of marbles because you're going to actually get rewarded after 16 times doing it in 1 month. But do you think just because you win the reward for that month, you're going to quit the habit?
No.
Just put them right back in the other jar and keep doing it again. Because the habit feels good. When you replace habits, it feels good. And then you know what happens? You feel better about yourself. It's called self-trust. You're building up your own self-trust, which is a good point to make on this. That's a good question. Anything else? We're going to let everybody go.
Yeah.
Not going to hold them hostage to our Facebook Live. Love you guys. Thanks for being on. Hope that's been encouraging. We'll see you next time.
Bye.